Hey, this is me, Jason Naylor. I'm the guy with the beard that desperately needs a shave. You might have noticed a week or two ago that I launched something new to the world, right? I launched an online course specifically for wedding photographers, 12 weeks to wedding photography marketing mastery. And I've been watching the enrollments come in and I've been fielding some questions from people about this course. I want to be open with these responses. I want to let everyone know what's been asked and how I'm responding. So the first video here today is really part one of two. One of the overriding questions I'm getting is about the size of the course. People are wondering if they're going to be too overwhelmed. Why 12? Why 12 weeks? Do you really need 12 parts to your marketing strategy? Do you need 12 prongs? Do you need 12 strings to your bow? It's a bit like a 12-string guitar, right? I always found them a little bit weird. You don't need 12 strings to play good music. Six-string guitar. In fact, I go so far as to say you only need 4. Pick up a uke or a bass guitar and play some good tunes. I'm going to let you in on a secret. We didn't have 12 or 6 or even 4 prongs to our marketing strategy. For about 6 or 7 summers in a row, we would shoot anywhere from 20 to 30 weddings every summer. I say 20 to 30 because it varied depending on how busy we wanted to be, basically. Our goal was 30, we hit 30. We were so overwhelmed that we went back and we did 20 the next year and then 20 the next year, and then we forgot how hard it was and we did 30, 27, 28. Then we remembered and we did 20 for a couple of years, and then our final year of being full-time we did 29. That was our goal was 30, we did 29. You get the idea. My point being that we had enough inquiries to be able to book out every weekend over summer, if that's what we wanted to do. And I never worried about where the inquiries or where the work was coming from. I had the same stresses as all other wedding photographers have, right? I was wondering, do my photos look any good? Am I using the right presets? I had massive editing queue. At one stage I was 11 weddings deep with trying to deliver clients their weddings. I was concerned. I went into funks. I had weddings and weekends where I just felt like I wasn't shooting my work. All these same problems that we're all facing. But I genuinely never worried about where the work was coming from. I knew that we'd get the inquiries. I knew that we'd book the weddings. And that's because we had an active marketing strategy in place. Now, we didn't do 12 things. We didn't do 10. We didn't even do 6 or 4, right? We had 3 things. Right at the end, right at the peak of our business, we had 3 things that we were actively doing. So I put together this massive course, right? 12 weeks, 11 or 12 different high-level things that you could do to get your brand out there, to keep your brand top of mind, and to turn all those engaged couples into actual inquiries and clients. We didn't do 12 things. We dabbled in some of them. Some of them we worked on, some of them we tried and didn't do. But at the end there, we're only doing 3 things. 3 things. Firstly, we worked really hard on our vendor relationships. Secondly, awards. Every year I'd choose a few awards that I thought I had respect for, or I thought were worthy, and I'd enter those, and when I got something out of them, I'd make a big deal about that. I didn't actually do a very good job of that, to be honest. I learned later on about publicity and how to really promote your brand and get good publicity. And one of the modules for this course is all about publicity. Awards are only just a small part of that. And the third thing we did was looking after our clients, making sure that our clients were the most important thing to us. Without a doubt, I didn't care about my social following. I didn't care about my fans and my friends. I didn't care about anything other than my booked, paying clients, making sure that I was giving them the best service I possibly could. They were the 3 things we did. I'm not saying we didn't do other stuff over the years, right? We exhibited at wedding shows up until about 2014, I think. We even advertised in some wedding mags years ago. But there's so many things we didn't do. After we rebuilt and after we, there's so many things we didn't do. After we launched a new website in, I think it was 2013, I didn't put any more effort into my website structure or my SEO ever again. Kind of embarrassing, right? I was not on page 1. I know I wasn't. I'm still not there now. Didn't matter. Social media. I completely fell off the social media thing for a while there. In fact, from sometime in 2016 up until very recently, I wasn't even on Instagram, right? And my busiest period, the period where I got the most inquiries and booked the most weddings, was when I deactivated my Facebook account. I know that might sound a little bit counterintuitive, but it's because what I did is I took that time and energy and I put it into other things. I've got an email marketing list that has over 1,000 people on it that I could email. I haven't emailed them since 2015. That's freaking crazy. There are so many things that I could have done or haven't done. And it didn't matter because the 3 things that we were doing, we put everything into them. So here I am with this 12-week course, right? 12 strategies, 12 strings, 12 prongs, 12 parts, whatever you want to call it. 12 modules. You don't have to do all of it. You don't actually have to do all 12 of them. What you can do is, as each module is delivered to you on a week-by-week basis, you can look at it, you can read over it, you can check it out, and you can decide, hey Jason, yeah, there's some cool stuff in here, I like what you're saying, or no, this isn't for me. And you know what you can do? You can hit the little no button to say, I'm not going to do this, or you just don't do anything at all, right? You're not being judged, there's no scorecard, no one's keeping track of what you're doing. You're accountable to only yourself, no one else. So if you decide that Module 3, Module 7, Module 9, Module 12 are not for you, sweet, don't do them. Put your effort into something else. Work on what you did last week again. Or wait for the next module next week. But what if you did? What if you did look at every module and take action? What if you did answer all the questions, do your own brainstorming, come up with your own ideas, and actually put them into play? And imagine if you did have 12 parts to your marketing strategy. Imagine if you did have inquiries coming in from all over the place, all these different marketing things you're putting out into the world. Imagine how busy you might be. That's what I'm trying to do with this course. I'm trying to give you the ideas, the tactics, the tools, the worksheets, the examples, and just generally make you brainstorm, come up with your own ideas, and put them into action. You don't need 12, but imagine if you did. Think about that, and I might see you in the course. Thanks.